What is up everyone, welcome back to the channel, Ilya Plonks here. A couple of months ago we at BTBC came up with the idea of Club Wars or Clash of Clubs, which is supposed to make the GeoGuessr club thing a little bit more competitive. And now we've already arranged a couple of clashes against DGL1 and Dragon as well. The links will be in the description. What are you about to see next is another match against a Russian club with a very active Discord server. If you speak Russian, please make sure to check them out. It's GGRU. The club holds the title of an official Discord of the Russian community in GeoGuessr, and I'm thrilled to introduce our lineup and the format. Our opponents came up with a very interesting format. It's team duels as usual, but this time we'll be playing 3 versus 3. It's best of 3. The first and the second game will be no move on the rainbow world, 60 seconds per round, and if we need tiebreaker after 1-1, one more NMPZ game will be played on an arbitrary rule. Let me present the lineups to you. The red team, GGRU, is represented by 3 Russian players: Placebo, Icy Town, and Better Than Nobody. And here we've got the BTBC lineup. Beat the Boomer Crew. The blue team is represented by Stunks from the United States, Kios from Indonesia, and yours truly. Unfortunately, I failed to synchronize my Discord voice chat with the OBS, so what you'll hear is a dubbed over version of events, but I hope you'll still like it. Starting game 1. We start off in Russia with a very B antenna. I mean, very B is very rare, so one of the options is Kurgan, west of Kurgan. This is what I'm scanning, while my partners are looking for some other options. So we have all of GGRU players in the same area. Our team was a little bit more scattered. Round 2 is some European landscape. We have no car, so it could be Austria, obviously. And this time my guess didn't come through, but luckily Stunks was closer. This time we have some English, maybe Scottish landscape. We are discussing what would be the better split here. And the spreads are kind of same here. It turns out to be max south in England. No points after 3 rounds. And this round didn't bring any changes, of course, as well, because all 6 players are in Uruguay. Stunks is on a 5k, only 14 kilometers away. And we pick up 200 points here. So as the multis start, the game becomes more interesting. We have some Western US looking situation here. And we have this black line in between the yellow lines, so there should be California somewhere. We all go for a more northern guess, and Hyo's guess is very precise here. Double damage in what looks to be Argentina or Brazil. Probably Brazil with the landscape. Has to be East Coast, of course. It's very mountainous. So many palms. It's just a matter of who's more precise with his idea. My guess doesn't come through once again. And we lose 444 here. Malaysia this time. Could be mainland, could be Sabah or Sarawak, of course. And now I notice the Sabah pole. He also is committing max south, and he's right with his idea. Some more points for BTBC. We are in the lead going into triple damage. This looks like Colombia or Mexico. I would lean more towards Colombia because we have so many banana palms and the car suits Colo better. In the end of the day, we all commit to Colombia here. This time the Russian team is significantly closer, dealing 1200 points of damage, despite one Indonesia send. On 3.5x we have a US round with the rumble strips and this yellow triangle. Looks somewhat northern. We are not on a gridded street. So yeah, right now we are discussing which states do and do not have front plates to decide where to place the pins. It was Iowa in the end. Still 400 points for BTBC. Norwegian language, hilly landscape. It's just a matter of the right spread. Because when 3 people are on one team, the strategy is completely different from what you normally do in team duels. So we spread all over the country. It was max south as usual. We pick up almost 1300 points here. Some South American looking panel here. This could be Ecuador, this could be Peru, this could probably be Bolivia or Argentina. Who's better off with plants and vegetation in general here? We have 1 guess in Ecuador and 2 in Peru. And you'll see that the opponent's guess is completely identical, which is funny how our brains work. Turkey here on 5x with a very distinct red soil. We have flat roofs, but the landscape doesn't look like a Syrian border to me. So if I'm playing solo, I'm probably clicking like Izmir, because this looks very Greek, if I might say. We spread along the southern coast. Let's find out where it is. Okay, it was Mersin in the end, but the general area was correct. We move over to one more Norway. I'm committing far north because this looks like what you see in the north, very low tree line and lack of vegetation in general. This was in the middle on some of the islands. We lose some points here. Still kind of even after 13 rounds. Going into a Spain round with an M road, which should signal Madrid adjacent. And everyone plonks there. No points this time as well. Round 15, we are in Romania with the bollards and the chevrons and the blue roofs, of course. Region guessing Romania might be a tough one, but yeah, let's see. Okay, I forgot that I 5k'd this one. Very difficult Brazil round. As we all know, on high multis, big countries can be deadly. Yeah, no supports here on the poles, which cuts the country in half, basically. In Brazil, it's very useful to know both copyright and landscape meta. Yeah, a very difficult round here. I'm covering in Piauí while all the other ones go to Mato Grosso. In the end, it's just Max West Bahia on the Piauí border, and this is game. So it's 1-0. GGRU is in the lead. Starting game 2. Of course, it would be sad if we lose 2-0 here. A generic Germany round here, except for the bollards, probably. I mean, you don't see the orange ones so often, so this brick house somehow screamed west to me, but but I mean, you never know. Somebody has to cover middle, but this time we decided to commit west. It was in fact north, near Hamburg. So the commit didn't pay off. This is a free Eswatini round with a Gen 3 white car and the dark poles. Nothing to discuss here. GGRU send one Lesotho just in case. That has been their strategy during the whole game. In the next round we got Sweden, looking rather northern. I advised someone to commit max north, but it was in fact my road. Got lucky there. Very beautiful car here in this round. This looks Northeast American with the white pines. And when I look at this round now, I am thinking about Maine or New York maybe. Stonks meant we don't have to commit here, so we're sending one west also just in case, following our opponent's example. It was in fact Connecticut. We'll lose some points there. Next we have East Coast US. And the Russian team is sending quickly. We decide to spread all along the coast, starting from Delaware and more south. And the Russian team commits Florida, which is good points for us. Unfortunately, the Maltese only have started, so it's 1.5x. Nothing too crazy here. Anyway, as we move on to the next round, this looks also very difficult. So could be Chile, could be Argentina with the blue car and some north. Now we're discussing if this 51900 sign is more Chilean or Argentinian. In the end, we decide to spread all over the deserty part, not covering north of course, because north is very barren and not a single tree could be found there. It was more coastal, near Huasco. If you look at the road lines, you could probably see that they're dashed. Yeah, it's visible here on this part. I'm telling my partners about this. We have some cyclists and some language on the tree, which I wasn't able to identify. Looks like Punco Naturale. No idea honestly, but this somehow looks close to Italian, so we went for Italy commit there. Let's see if this was right. Yeah, it was indeed Italy, but like max west on the Monaco border. Very hazy here. Wooden poles, very thick middle line. But we've got some olive trees, so our idea here was Romania or Greece. Chios was the only one committing Greece, and this is where the game ended, because he was the only one in the right country, and it's 1-1 after 2 games. The map is changed for an NPZ. We're playing arbitrary rural right now, and round 1 looks Turkish probably, with the Peruvian poles. I mean, could be Balkans as well, I'm not too sure. Okay, we have one guess in Turkey. I want NMK, and this was a correct choice. Okay. Kenya here with the car blur looks kinda middleish to me because of the color of the soil. But we've got some African eucalyptus trees as well, so west is not out of question. 2 of us are clicking west here. And we've got Chios. Almost clicked Mombasa there, but in the end we kind of spread on this middle line of the coverage. It was Nairobi indeed. It's good to take a fresh look at some of the logs, so some of the ideas that you had are working differently this time. So now we have dry Kenya coverage. I decided to go northwest. My partners are in the yellow regions as well, but some different places. Was Kisima there, north of Nakuru. I looked a little bit dumb in this round, but not an issue for me. The next round looks like Lesotho or Eswatini. Eswatini is generally more green, which is why we commit there. The opponent's team double sends Greece, and only one player is in Eswa, which is quite unfortunate, but still nothing has happened within the 4 no multi rounds. We've got UK here with the long middle dashes and the reflectors. Yeah, everyone is there, no big points. Was around Norwich. This looks like South Africa. I would say this could be South or like Lesotho adjacent, which is what I go for. The red team is sending quickly. This time Icy Town is very close, dealing 300 damage. This looks like Northern Europe again, probably UK or France. I'm hedging Northern France. Chios and Stonks double sent UK there. Was indeed UK north of Manchester, south of Scotland. Another one, diabolical locations with exposed rock and like Mediterranean landscape. Could see many countries here. Clicking Monty this time. We have a guess in Greece and one in Croatia. Was indeed Monty. Malaysia here with the 21 copyright. It has to be mainland with the sticker. All white lines. Everyone should be getting this. Yeah, yet another uneventful round here. Moving into round 10, 4x in the United States. In this kind of rounds, I was hoping Stonks could be a good help for us, because he's seen a lot more IRL than me and Hios combined. We're covering Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. The plate doesn't tell much. Unfortunately, we have some hills in the east, but otherwise it's very hard to distinguish all these states. Hios ends up clicking in Nevada, now still switching to Wyoming. Okay, let's see where it was. Okay, great guess by Stonks. It was Montana indeed. Felt the northern vibes. Spain here, with the sign having no white border. Looks very tropical. With the palms, you either click like south coast or some island. Not too sure where exactly. I'm hovering over the coast, looking for some flat landscape. Opting for Gibraltar adjacent in the end. And it was in fact a very good guess. We're picking up 369 here. 5x in southern US with the pines. We get an insta cent. I'm hedging South Carolina and Georgia. We got guesses in Alabama and Mississippi as well. Was Georgia. Still 685 points. So we are basically even after 12 rounds. This is a very heated duel. We get US again. This time doesn't look southern. We've got front plates as well. For this reason only, I'm clicking Virginia. It was Connecticut again. Yeah, with 3 guesses, it's very tough to get an advantage, especially if all players are above 1300. One more US round. Kind of funny. 6x this time. Could be a game changer. I wasn't too sure if this is like more north or south. Looks pretty generic. Middle-ish, one could say. We even got one guess in Texas. Because of the pavement, you never know. It was South Carolina in the end, and this was almost game, 81 points left. This is very tough. Now we need small countries to avoid big points. Here the sun is probably north, so could be Peru, yeah. Now we're discussing what a good spread could look like, because we even have pines here. So it should be high elevation, but it's all over Peru, so I don't know. Yeah, and we take this in the end, with stonks being a little bit closer in the middle part. We win the game and the match. Let's take a look at the final standings. Despite losing game 1, BTBC takes it. It's 2-1 and the match is over. But if you think this is the end, you are wrong, because right after the games have ended, Icy Town, the admin of GGRU, challenged me to play a 1v1 match against him, and this will be featured in another video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Feel free to drop a comment, and I'll see you later for more GeoGuessr stuff on this channel. Cheers!